Hello everyone, this is Sainath here and the director of Videsh Consults, Himayatnagar, Hyderabad. And we are in this industry for the last 10 years and we are very glad to inform you that actually we have sent over 8,000 students to Europe successfully. So today actually I am going to explain you about the process of studying in Italy and also the advantages and actually what are the pros and cons attached to this. So firstly, Italy. Okay, so Italy is like one of the oldest universities hosting country in the world. So right from University of Bologna. So that university is established in 1088. It is one of the oldest in the world, and I would say that this is the oldest. So in this actually the education pattern before coming to that, so I would like to give you insight about actually what is Italy like and how is its economy and stuff. So basically Italy is part of a Schengen country. So Schengen countries is nothing but it's a group of 26 European countries clubbed together, so called framed Schengen zone. In this, actually a student who gets a visa for one country would automatically endorse to travel any other European country without any additional visa, which means actually the student who gets a visa for Italy will have its wings open to go Germany, Netherlands, Sweden, Denmark, Austria, Finland, like 26 other countries. So basically this is the advantage of actually exploring other countries also. And coming to the economy, like Italy is part of the G8 countries. So as you might know, actually G8 countries is nothing but the 8 richest countries of the world. So Italy is part of it. And also Italy is 7th industrialized in the world, which means actually the density of industries, taking the size of a small nation such Italy, and it is 7th industrialized in the country, in the world, which means automatically it shows that actually how industrialized the country is. And then currency. So Italy currency is euro, which is currently the market value is about 80 rupees when versus to Indian rupee. So naturally you have very standardized life there. And the GDP. So Italy GDP is about $35,000, which is compared to many other countries, it's very far compatible. So naturally the quality of life is very high, what you can expect there. And about the basic funda of actually studying in Italy and how it is like. So Italy, they have about 76 countries, 76 universities which are having the programs taught in English, and these all are public universities. So no matter whatever university, like normally what we are guiding the students for, these all are being funded and sponsored and maintained by the government. So naturally the tuition fees expectations is quite low when you compare with other Western countries. So in this especially we have about 17 universities which are among the world top 500 ranking. So as per the QS latest rankings, which is about 500 rankings category what we see, so which depicts the quality of education what they have, and it depicts the quality of the research what is carried out in the university, and also it shows how good the infrastructure and the faculty is. So naturally a world ranking is given only to universities which is actually having a very good credibility. So example, we have Sapienza University of Rome, Politecnico di Milano, University of Bologna, University of Pisa, and University of Rome Tor Vergata. So on actually we have 17 universities which are among the world top 500 ranking. And for a comparison with Indian universities, we can directly compare them with our IITs, and I would say some universities are ranked better than our IIT best universities in India. So studying in such universities will of course add value to your resume, and also studying in such research oriented universities, you can definitely expect that actually that education will give you a practical approach, how it matters and how it works. I'll just explain you. So in Italy, the education system is so called Bologna process. Bologna process is nothing but it is a standardization of European education, wherein which a student who studies in Germany or Italy or Netherlands, they all are actually standardized with this same system of education, which means a student has to go for 120 credits, which is for 2 years masters. In that master's education, it will be again further subclassified into 4 semesters. So each semester the weightage will be 30 credits, which is about 5 subjects usually, and in some subjects it's going to be 6 or 7. So it depends upon the number of class hours the credits are being designed, and in one semester a student expected to complete 30 credits. So by default, all the universities in Italy, these all are research oriented masters, which means a student will be going to attend the classroom activity in the first 3 semesters, followed by that some workshops which actually the university is going to give them, and of course some assignments during the 3 semesters. And in the final semester, the student has an option to choose from to doing an internship within the local companies, which can be in Italy or which can be among all the 26 European countries, which means a student is given a chance to adapt himself to the industrial work culture 6 months before ahead of the completion of the course, which gives them practical work experience before they actually complete the masters. So that will be very helpful after the course completion to find the actual job. So which is actually like a, and also like these, since being the research oriented masters, the students are actually like going through with the viva examinations also, which is the exam not only just conducted written, also they are going to be taken care by the oral interview by the professors. Which means, see, end of the day, many people always tell me that studying in Europe is always tough. Yes, it is, but how it important for us to go into that level of education, that makes the matter. What happens exactly is, see, let us say a student who is passing out from any university where actually the viva interview is not being conducted, or just they can just easily pass. So which you can understand one thing, when you pass easily, naturally you are not industry ready, right? So how it happens is actually like if a student who is going for like a different varies of examination pattern, and they also clear the viva interview, which makes you like very open to all the interview questions what actually an industry guy can throw on you. For example, let us say you have done your masters in computer science, and in that you have some data science as a subject, and in that particular thing, when you actually discuss the concept with your professor and you pacify him and you pass out, naturally you have a better advantage than actually just writing exam, just mugging up the things and just writing on the paper, and end of the day you can't communicate, then it doesn't make any sense, right? So naturally this education system is actually one of the flawless education systems in the world, what I believe. And then coming to the scholarships, so Italy is one of the best options what actually I think we have the for the Indian students, where as normally previously discussed, the fees is going to be about 500 euros to 1500 euros per semester is a maximum fee, which is in terms actually Indian currency, it costs about 40,000 rupees to 1 lakh rupee per semester, and for masters it's going to be maximum 4 lakhs. And the beauty here is Italian university is also providing scholarship for non-EU citizens, which means a student who is coming from non-European country like India, and he is eligible to apply for a regional scholarship, by which the student is applying for scholarship and he will be getting the complete tuition fees waiver, which means actually like you are not going to pay much fees to the university, and you end up only paying the local taxes, which will be about 10,000 rupees per year. On top of that, there is a possibility of you getting 5,200 euros per year as a scholarship based on the income situation of the parents back in India. So as I was telling you, like Italy provides scholarship for the people where the father annual income is less than 40,000 euros per annum, which is Indian currency less than 32 lakh rupees per annum. A student is qualifying to apply for scholarships, which is a great advantage for most of the Indians since we fall under that bracket. So then actually like this scholarship, how it works is basically like to do this application, it is a very time bound tricky applications what actually it happens, where there is a online local government. Basically let us say you are going to study in Rome. So Rome falls under the state called Lazio. So Lazio is a scholarship office which supports the student for the scholarship, which is called Lazio Rizzo. So what happens actually is, let us say you're going to start the studies in September. So there is some particular application which has to be made on the Lazio Rizzo portal, stating that actually you are going to come and study in September intake. And for this actually like there is a different set of guidelines and set of documentation required for that, and of course Videsh Consults is always there to support the student, to guide them the appropriate documentation required, and also we help the students in step-by-step procedure, how to get the apostils done, how to get the translations, and how to get the legalization done, and how to do the application part. So definitely like we are, I can say, a one-stop solution for helping the students in such scholarship applications, also on top of that guiding the student with the right university. And basically Videsh Consults, we believe in actually the quality of service what we give. So first of all, what happens actually, a student comes to us, we try to understand what is your requirement and what is your financial stability, and based on that actually we assess what is actually like the best programs for you and what is the best universities for you, and based on that first filtering is concerned, what we call a career counseling is complete, then actually we enter the applications part. And of course Videsh Consults, we have a team of expert people who are actually doing the same service from the last 10 years, and actually we have a very good exposure towards the universities and the courses and how to crack the admissions for. So definitely we can help you out in doing this procedure. After the admissions part, then we come into the scholarship, and then also we guide you with the visas, and also of course the pre-departure thing, which is very important, since most of people, anybody know as you see, basically if you're going for USA or Canada or Australia, it's an English speaking country, you can go and easily adapt to any other new place. But here it's a new language and new country, so of course you are worried how actually I'm going to survive there and who is going to help me there. So of course you don't need to worry about this, because we have at least 50 to 100 students studying in each and every university, and we are working in a close relations with the universities in Italy, so we can help you in finding initial accommodation there, and we help you how to open the bank accounts there, and also we help you how to do the bureaucratic procedure after landing. And of course, yes, studying is your part, you have to do it. And then coming to the lifestyle in Italy. So basically Italy is one of the highest GDP countries in the world, so naturally you can expect a better lifestyle, where actually the food habits, and it is very tasty pizza what one can expect, because the pizza was born in Italy, and now everybody in the world is actually appreciating it. Not only just about pizzas, basically whenever we talk about Italy, people tell it's about pizza, but we forget the important point that Italy is a place where actually the famous companies like Lamborghini, Alfa Romeo, Fiat, Piaggio, LML, and Augusta. So we have multiple companies which are famous throughout the world, and not only in terms of electronic and automobile sector, but also you take the fashion segment, Gucci, Dolce & Gabbana, Armani, these are also from Italy. So the world leaders in terms of retail, what we say, let us say we call it perfumes or accessories or dresses or clothing, you take it from anywhere. Italy is one of the pioneer with a small geographical location, which means the density, and the people are very passionate towards research, and people are very passionate towards actually developing a new thinking about it. And I suppose everybody might have known about Milan, right? So Milan is one of the fashion capitals in the world. So we have most trending things always going on there. And then apart from this, so Italy geographical location also, it is compared to the northern countries, it is to the south of the Europe, where actually the temperature is not very wild and very cold like in Sweden or Norway what we have. So naturally a student will have a very comfortable lifestyle and comfortable weather conditions in Italy. And then the safety point. See, basically Italy is one of the safest nations in the world, what I would reckon. See, because it is always been a very good touristic place, and of course in touristic places like Rome, Milan, these all areas, so the security point is actually very well taken care of. And coming to racism, many Indian people will think actually how it gonna be, my son is studying there and how it gonna be. You don't need to worry about this. The reason behind, actually we have been sending the student from last 7 years, and touch word, we haven't got a single complaint from any parent stating that they faced any racism as such. And on top of that, see, basically in Italy the people are very warm and welcoming for the especially community India. They have a very special respect for India, and also they love our relations there. And Italy is also a same country like India, where they value the family. So because of that thing, the people there are very warm and welcoming. So security point, you don't need to worry about it. And then job market. See, basically a student who is studying in Italy, after the completion of 2 years masters, they have been awarded with 1 year of job search or post-study work visa. So in this 1 year, the student can go and find employment within the 26 European countries, including Germany, Netherlands, Finland, Norway, Sweden, every country. So naturally what happens is, the student has more options open end of the course, and because of this 1 year open job search visa, and since nowadays all the applications have been made online, you just need to Google it and just apply for all the positions open in different nations of the world. And once you get a job, let us say you get a job in Sweden or Denmark or Germany, so what happens actually, you can directly go and you take up the employment contract there, and you change your residence permit from Italy to Germany or likewise. And on top of that, Italy is always providing, as I told you, it's 7th industrialist country. It is very advantageous for the student to have some basic knowledge of Italian. So during the studies in the first semester itself, all the universities in Italy, they are encouraging the students to learn Italian language free of cost. So if you speak a bit of Italian, definitely you will be assured of finding some job there. And then actually the post-study options not only just limit yourself to within this European countries, but of course I know many people who has completed masters from Italy and now actually doing PhD in USA, Canada. This is all possible because of the quality of education what you're going through, isn't it? So naturally, studying in such a elite universities will be a pleasure for you and your time to cherish there. And all the best for your future.